Hello, my name is Erica Branch,
And I'm Erin McCurry.
and we are both human capital consultants here at DS Benefits Group. At DS Benefits Group, we basically focus on three main areas. We do employee benefits, we help with HR support, and we offer organizational development programs. We had seen a study done by the World Health Organization that 1/3 of our adult life we spend working. And if we think about that, that's a pretty crazy thought. So we've been having some conversations amongst our team about the difference between wellness programs and the well-being initiatives that are out there. We obviously are very familiar with what wellness programs are. It's things like weight loss programs or exercise programs or smoking, trying to quit smoking. But Erin, can you explain the difference between a wellness program and what we're going to be talking about, which is well-being initiatives?
Yeah, absolutely. So, wellness, like you said, we're all familiar with that. And it focuses on physical health. And, there's a lot of value to those programs. But I think if that's the only program that you have in place by themselves, they're really not enough. Well-being initiatives are really taking into consideration, it's kind of a more holistic view of things. So it's the whole person. So you're looking not just at your physical, but also at your mental and your emotional health. Those things don't exist in silos. Everything is very connected. So smart employers really pay attention to all of those areas. And when you and I were interviewing at DS Benefits, it's as much about us interviewing the company as it was, them vetting us out. So they talked a lot about this kind of special things that we do here in employee engagement and how much they valued us. I'd be curious to hear kind of when you think back about that,
Yeah.
stood out to you and made this a place that you wanted to work.
Absolutely. Yeah. When I heard that we were one of the best employers in Ohio, I thought, well, wow. And, then I get into the interview and the first thing that they mentioned is, oh, we have a massage therapist that comes once a month. And we're like, wow, that's really nice. And we do have a yoga instructor and then an aerobics instructor that come once a week. And we have someone that comes in once a year to do flu shots for our employees. And then one thing that I thought was just kind of a special little extra piece is that on your birthday month, you get one free day off to use during that month, and it doesn't count against your PTO time. So I thought
that's nice.
Yeah. So, it's feeling like what I did is I felt appreciated and that they valued me, So, and I know with some of these programs, it can be hard for employers to really see the return on investment. So how do you explain the value of these programs?
Yeah, and that's the thing. People want to know what's the ROI, and ROI is typically measured by you spend this much, you're going to get this much back for it. But really, when you're talking about mental and emotional health, you can't measure it that way. It's a little bit more. It's going to show itself and it's going to show its value in a way that's not quite so cut and dry. When you really value your employees and you have that kind of overall sense of well-being, it's going to show in higher productivity and better quality work. It's going to show in better retention, higher employee engagement, better morale. It's going to show itself, and you and I can attest to the fact that it's going to show itself in attracting great talent. So there are other ways that you're going to want to measure the success of your well-being program for sure.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I know, some of the other ideas that we have thought about with this type of ideas for doing these types of programs is things like offering more flexibility to your employees. We've seen some studies where some employers will allow their employees to go outside for an hour every day so that they can get that fresh air and just give their mind a chance to disconnect from the computer and sitting in an office, and offering longer lunch periods so that employees have a chance to just get themselves back to that work mode again, and just not operating in a normal 9 to 5 sort of capacity, and giving some scheduling flexibility for their employees. So I know the things that we've used. What are some other ideas that you have found?
And even to kind of add on to what you said about, having an hour where you're encouraged to just go outside, take a walk. Something that I thought was really interesting that I heard about was a company that had 2 hours that were meeting-free hours every day, where nobody was to schedule meetings specifically at those times because they wanted people to be able to focus and to count on that time without interruptions. Sometimes embedded in a wellness program, they actually have wellness dollars. You usually have to ask for those. Employers can use those dollars. Maybe they have a budget of $10,000. It kind of depends on the size of the company, but they could use those dollars to bring in speakers who are going to help you kind of educate your employees on mindfulness and ways to manage stress and anxiety. One of my favorite things that's really very inexpensive is there are a lot of apps out there. Calm is an app. There's a local company that has an app called Align that's with mindfulness, and most of us have heard about Headspace. They have corporate plans as well as kind of like the free version that you can do yourself. But I think there's so many, like you said, there's so many different ways that we can just pay attention to the whole person and so many benefits that go along with that.
Absolutely. Well, we just want to thank you so much for watching our video, and we're here to partner with you for all things human capital. So please make sure you check out our website at dsbenefitsgroup.com and make sure everyone stays safe and stay healthy. Thanks so much.
Thank you.